RPA.
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 RPA. I made a commitment to my board last fall in Carlsbad, and I said, I want to do live RPA. And they said, what does that mean? I said, I'm going to figure it out. Ironically, I think it was maybe a month later, I'm over in the UK and at a cocktail event, and after a few cocktails, ideas start flowing, and I met David Breen from Symphony. David and I are drinking and talking, and I said, oh my God, I've got the best idea. Why don't you program a robot live at the summit? He went, okay.
But it was a fantastic opportunity, and I really do thank Donna and Sig for giving us this opportunity to really, prove what we can do.
So it'll be 24 hours a day, and they're using a Blue Prism robot.
And we're now at the configuration lab. Let's go see what they're working on.
So at the moment, I'm working on the application modeler. So we've just had our process map signed off, which means we're good to start configuration and building up the application modeler to see the elements that I'm going to be working with.
We had a little situation where Eric, his access, let's just say it was put on hold.
I don't know what happened. It was a Honda system that we were utilizing, and I guess there was a change to an account.
We had a bit of a hard time spying some of the elements accurately, but we overcame that this morning, and it's looking good.
Tell me a little bit about what you have here.
So this flow contains the pages, the business decisions, and the actions. And under each one of these actions is an object and an application modeled elements. All of those actions strung together with all of those underlying objects should complete the whole process.
Okay, so are we going to make it? Do you think we'll get there?
There's testing to be done. It's going to be tight, but I think we can do it.
How are you keeping it all together?
I think it's just knowing that they always come together. We're very close, and we've just got a few test cases to go through. We've already got quite a few test cases, and any bugs that have come up, we've already addressed. I think because we've done it so many times before, we usually know these things usually work out.
So we were there from the very beginning of the discussions with Honda in helping sort of shape the vision of what the art of the possible was, what we could do to make it engaging and interesting for the audience, and then to get out of the way and let the real experts make all the magic happen.
And now we're at the final stages of testing the solution and running the pilot.
We're going to click on Edit. We're going to archive the case. This removes it from the list so that we don't...
So you're not clicking on it, because your hand's up, right?
Yep.
Okay,
That's
why.
this is on its own.
Well, I want to come back here just make sure you're not driving anything. Okay, I'm sorry. Not that I don't trust you.
No.
Go. Sorry. Okay, go.
So what happened there is that Blue Prism recognized that there were no more cases available, and because there were no more available, we're moving on to the next part of the process. And that's going to be PeopleTicker and QuickBase. Here we're launching and logging into both of those applications. And now we're in QuickBase, and we are searching for a candidate based on a candidate number that we took from our initial data set. We're going to see if they're in the system. They're not going to be because they're a new candidate, so then we're going to enter them. And that's what we're seeing happen now. Entering first name, last name, some test data, of course, and saving them in that system. And we are searching for those reports in PeopleTicker pages. This one's called Negotiation Wizard. Provides information for negotiating salary rates. Now we're generating reports, so what we want to do is make a new Excel workbook, put in the information from SharePoint, open up the PeopleTicker reports, collate all three of those things together so that they can be sent out in a nice concise format. And that's already done. And now we will soon send emails to both the hiring manager and any vendors of interest. And we are complete. So what Nita will do now is pull up the email so that you can see an example of the reports that were generated. And there it is. So we have the completed items at the top. That would be a list of all the candidates of interest. We have any exception items at the bottom. So for example, if a hire is backdated, that's a business exception. We know that. We can flag it and bring it to the attention of the manager. So we would have this type of report for every single candidate and then a list of candidates, making it easy for any hiring manager to get the information they want. That concludes the automation.
That's brilliant.
That is impressive. Yay! You did it!